Jesus Christ!
Ah, g'day YouTube. Well, that was a very short clip, but I thought it would be fun to speculate on what may or may not have happened to cause this situation. A GoPro has a very wide angle lens, so if that glider looked close in that video, it must have been very close. And obviously it was close enough that the paraglider pilot was not happy about it. Wow, check it out. Our new Pure Glide insulated bottle has arrived and it is looking nice. So I think there's two possibilities to consider. The first is the glider pilot saw the paraglider and deliberately flew directly underneath him. The second is that the glider pilot did not see that paraglider pilot. It was just pure luck that he didn't hit him. And unfortunately, I think that second one is more likely to be the reason. So let's consider the first scenario, that the glider pilot deliberately flew underneath this paraglider. Obviously, that's very poor form. You should never be doing anything which puts someone else in a position of fear or concern that they're going to be hit or be injured. Here's a clip of me flying with a paraglider not too long ago. You can see I'm keeping my distance. I'm thermaling with him. I'm opposite the thermal with him, just like I would be with another aircraft. And he was smaller and lighter and climbing faster. So it's a good example of how you can thermal with other types of aircraft, like a paraglider. The general rule is gliders have to give way to anything slower and lighter, like paragliders, hang gliders, and balloons. So now let's consider the second option, that the glider pilot simply did not see this paraglider at all. How can that sort of situation happen? Well, unfortunately, it's very easy. It's quite possible that the glider pilot was focused on the lower altitude paraglider and didn't look up and ahead and see this other one. It's quite a common problem to fixate on one glider and not keep looking out for other aircraft. Now, of course, gliders are often thermaling together with other gliders, so it's critically important. Whenever you're joining a thermal with other gliders, you need to not only focus on the gliders that you can see, but keep looking out for other aircraft. Have a look at this clip of us flying up in the Coromandel. Did you all see the glider? Did you see the second glider? So how hard is it to actually see other aircraft while you're flying? Unfortunately, it can be very difficult. Gliders especially, and planes and paragliders and hang gliders, they all have a very thin, small profile. Depending on your angle to the other aircraft, the sun, the cloud conditions, the background of what is behind the other aircraft, these factors can all affect how easily you can see other aircraft, and to the point where they're practically invisible. So the human eye is just not designed for spotting aircraft at great distances. We're not like hawks. What our eyes are designed to do is pick up movement, and we can use that to our advantage when looking for aircraft in the sky. If you move your head around and your eyes very fast, you're not going to spot anything. However, if you hold your gaze in various positions in the sky, your peripheral vision will pick up movement really easily. This of course only works if the aircraft you're trying to find is flying in a different direction than you are, which creates some sort of movement in your vision. If you have the unfortunate situation where an aircraft is heading straight for you or straight away from you, your eyes just will not pick up any form of movement. All that's changing is the size of the aircraft. Unfortunately, the further something is away from you, the smaller it is. The apparent visual size changes exponentially. For example, if an aircraft is 1500 meters away, it has an apparent size in your vision of about 1.5 centimeters. If an aircraft is then 1000 meters away from you, its apparent size doubles, but only from 1.5 centimeters to 3 centimeters. So still tiny in your field of view. At 500 meters, it's starting to get a bit bigger at 6 centimeters in your view. but it's not until you're at 100 meters that it actually starts becoming a significant object in your view. And at that distance, with a 200 knot closing speed, assuming each aircraft is heading towards each other at 100 knots, you're going to have about 1 second to react. So what kind of solutions are there to help us with these problems? There are several key things that can help with our situational awareness. First of all, we have a radio. We can do position reports over the radio, broadcasting to all the other aircraft in the area. The other aircraft build up a mental picture in their minds of where we are and whether they're a threat and close by. Gliders also have anti-collision systems. It's called FLARM. Our computer displays can actually plot on our computer where other aircraft are, and that has a range of about 10 kilometers. There are other systems as well, such as TCAS, which is what larger planes use, and that will actually tell the plane how to avoid a crash with another aircraft. So there we go. There's a brief overview of how difficult it can be to see other aircraft in the sky. It's very important to realize when you see a clip like this on the internet without context and further information about what happened and the situation, it's very hard to actually say definitely what happened. But I think these clips serve as an excellent reminder about the fundamentals, and in this case, how to look out of an aircraft properly and see and avoid other aircraft. If you want to learn more about seeing and avoiding, I'll put some links to some excellent training material. What? What's that? You haven't been to the Pure Glide merch store and bought some merch? Wow, check it out. Our new Pure Glide insulated bottle has arrived and it is looking nice. It's got a beautiful stainless steel lid, vacuum insulated, hot coffee, nice cup of tea out on the airfield. So when you come back from your long, exhausting flight, a nice chilled drink is ready to go. Oh yeah, that's looking nice. The bottle is available in white or black. Alright, thanks for watching. Catch you next time.